गणेशाय नमः, सरस्वत्यै नमः, श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। तच्चैयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् पुरुष एवेदगुं सर्वम् यद्भूतै यच्च भव्यम् उतावृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो ज्यायागश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादूर्ध्व उदयत्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत साशनादशने अभि तस्मात् विराट जायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वता वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यम् ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरद्भविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तसमिधः कृताः देवाय यज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं तैयज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्या ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वभूतः संवृतं प्रसादाज्यं पशुगश्चागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वभूतः ऋचः सामानि जज्ञिरे छन्दागुंसि जज्ञिरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये केचोभयादतः गावो हजज्ञिरे तस्मात् तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषौ यदधुः कतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावूरुपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरु तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पत्व्यागुं शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमामनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णोर्ध्यौ समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशः श्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागुम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्र्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदति यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहारा शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रतिशस्त्रतस्रः तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानस्य चन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसाश्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि तस्य त्वष्टाभिदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्य आतपते यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवे जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मणे रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यो अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टं मनिषाणा अमुं मनिषाणा सर्वं मनिषाणा तच्छय्योरावृणीमहे गातुर्यज्ञाय गातुर्यज्ञपतये दैवे स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहारा शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रदिशश्च तस्सः तमेवौ विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते सहस्रशीर्षं देवं विश्वाक्षं विश्वशम्भुवम् विश्वं नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदम् विश्वतः परमा नित्यं विश्वं नारायणगुं हरिम् विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्त्रद्विश्वमुपजीवते पतिर्विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगुं शाश्वतगुं शिवमच्युतम् नारायणं महाज्ञेयौ विश्वात्मानं परायणम् नारायणपरो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायणः परः नारायणपरं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं नारायणः परः नारायणपरो ध्याता ध्यानं नारायणः परः यच्च किञ्चिज्जगत् सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा अन्तर्बहिश्च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणस्थितः अनन्तमव्ययं कविगुं समुद्रेऽन्तं विश्वशम्भुवम् पद्मकोशप्रतीकाशगुं हृदयं चाप्यधोमुखम् अधो निश्चापितस्यान्ते नाभ्यामुपरि तिष्ठति ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महत् सन्ततगुं शिलाभिस्तुलं भक्त्याकोशसन्निभम् तस्यान्ते सुशिरगुं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितम् तस्य मध्ये महानग्निर्विश्वार्क्षिर्विश्वतोमुखः सोऽग्रमुद्विभजन् तिष्ठन्नाहारमजर कविः तिर्यगूर्ध्वमधः शायि रश्मयश्चस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणीयोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः नीलतो यतमध्यस्ताद्विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा नीवारशोकवत्तन्वी पीताभा स्वत्यनूपमा तस्या शिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्म स शिवः स हरिश्रेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् ऋतगुं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात् स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Om Sri Sairam, offering my humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan. Sairam to one and all. On this auspicious Sri Rama Navami day, my heartful greetings to one and all who are present here. Today is a day, I think it's getting celebrated in India than any other festival, I would say, because since morning I've been watching a lot of things on the media. Everywhere it is just one Naam, Rama Naam, nothing else. That's the power of that mantram, right? So today, on this auspicious occasion, we have Dr. T. Ravikumar sir, who is actually doesn't need any introduction to this hall or this campus, because like Swami, when Swami used to be here, everywhere he was walking, whenever anybody enters, we can see Dr. Ravikumar sir. He is so popular in this campus, and he is going to talk us on Hey Parama Dayalu Sairam. So without I wasting a single second of my time, I would invite Dr. Ravikumar sir to come and then talk on Hey Parama Dayalu Sairam.
Offering my humble salutations at Bhagwan's lotus feet, most beloved and dearest Bhagwan, respected elders, brothers and sisters, and my dear students. Greetings to all of you on this most auspicious Rama Navami day. A day that is celebrated in every nook and corner of this country. There is no village or town or city in this country which does not have a Rama temple. If it is not a Rama temple, at least a Hanuman temple will be there. Every bit of this country is soaked in that effulgent name of Ram. Avatarinchuta anatamlo attamemi. What do you mean by saying God has descended on earth? Janulapai ప్రీతి వాత్సల్య పరతతోడ వారి స్థాయికి దైవంగు దిగివచ్చు భువికి జీవ ప్రజ్ఞతో బాటుగా దైవ ప్రజ్ఞ. Swami has explained to us, what do you mean when you say God has descended on earth? Rama Avatar was a descent. Sai Avatar too was a descent. The descent of God is for the ascent of man, as it is said. Why does God descend on earth? He descends because of his compassion on mankind. Because of his compassion on mankind, he comes down on earth to take us up to his level. Swami used to describe this beautifully in the metaphor that we can understand by saying, the avatar is like an aeroplane. If the aeroplane is always in the sky, it is not possible for anyone to get in, except whoever is there already. And so Swami said, the avatar has to land. And when the avatar lands, passengers can get in. But to get into the plane, you must have the ticket of grace. And that ticket of grace is obtained this avatar of grace, this ticket of grace is obtained when you pay the currency of faith. With faith, you get this ticket. Once you have the ticket, you can be inside the plane and God will take you to his level. This is how Swami explained. This land has seen this most wonderful epic Ramayana. Many years back in Prashanti Nilayam, there was something like a Ramayana conference or Ramayana seminar or something. This was somewhere in the 60s. And a lot of scholars and pundits had come there who had spent their whole life studying the Ramayana. And they gave very, very scholarly expositions on Ramayana. And then, it seems Swami gave his discourse. And in that discourse, Swami said, there is this famous verse, Kujantam Rama Rameti Maduram Maduraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam. This is a very well-known sloka. It describes Valmiki as a cuckoo bird, which has ascended the branches of the literary tree of Ramayana and is singing the melodious song of Rama. Swami asked one question. Why is the word Maduram Maduraksharam used? Is it not enough to say Maduram once? The sweet name. Why has it got to be mentioned twice? Maybe to convey very sweet. Then Swami said they could have said Ati Maduram. Why did they say Maduram Maduraksharam? And then Swami said, the first Maduram is for the sweetness. The second Maduram is actually Ma. That is the first letter. When Valmiki was initiated into Ramanam, he could not pronounce Ramanam. So the Saptarishis had to tell him, what is this? Looking at a tree, he said, Mara. So he said, repeat that, Mara, 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 it became like that. So the first letter was Ma. So Maduram, Maduraksharam. So Professor Kasturi was mentioning that Swami had asked him to drop these pandits in Dharmavaram station after the program. And he said the entire discussion from Prashanti Nilayam to Dharmavaram was, all these pandits were saying, How is it that we missed such a point? Throughout our lives, we have been reading about the Ramayanam, we have been discoursing about the Ramayanam, we have been dissecting the Ramayanam, we have been analyzing the Ramayanam, but how is it that we miss such a point? When they asked Kasturi, he said, that is because he is Rama. Whatever you may do, you can only see it from outside, okay? But Rama knows the inner secrets. And that is how, when we come to Swami's avatar, we see so much of similarity between Swami's avatar and Rama avatar. There is this very famous shloka. In fact, the starting of the Ramayana itself is like this. When sage Narada comes to the hermitage of sage Valmiki, Valmiki Maharshi receives him with due respect and then says, I am very curious to know about something. Okay, son, please ask me. And he says, Ko vasmin, in this sampratam loke, gunavan kascha vidyavan. Okay, like that he lists out 16 qualities. He must be gunavan, he must be vidyavan, he must be kritagnascha, he must have kritagna, he must be sarvabhuta hiteyarataha, he should have sarvabhutaha, he should always think of the welfare of all beings, he should be anasuyakaha, he should not have any envy, and he should be panditaha, he should be a scholarly person, and then he should be samarthaha, he should not only be scholarly, but he should also be executive efficient. Like this, he lists out some names. And then sage Narada says, there is one person like that. One more interesting thing is he should be priyadarshanaha, he should be lovely to behold. Actually, when you see all this, you find that Swami exactly fits all that. The only difference is, in those days, the discourse took place between sage Narada and sage Valmiki. People of such eminence in spirituality. But today you can ask any Bal Vikas teacher, any Bal Vikas student. Any Bal Vikas teacher is asked this question by a Bal Vikas student, he'll be able to identify Swami. That is the beauty of this age. So, Varistai ki daivambu digivachu. God comes down to our level. He comes down to our level. Today we are all celebrating this Rama Navami very specially. Because we say that after 5 centuries, Ramlala has got a nice temple, a beautiful temple. Actually, I was thinking today morning that when we had a hostel across here, it was a small car shed in which we all stayed. Swami used to visit this place every day. Every day in the morning and evening, he would come and sit with us and talk. One day it rained. And there are a few drops of rain leaked. And Swami noticed that, and within a few days, Swami initiated the process of building a new hostel for the boys. Even though we were totally against a new hostel because we felt that the hostel was coming up in the next compound, and we didn't want to move away from here, Swami brought that hostel into this compound as the Walter Cohen block and inaugurated this beautiful hostel. A day after the inauguration of this hostel, we were all standing around Swami, and I remember it rained again. And one boy noticed that in Swami's room, it was leaking. He said, Swami, in your room also it is leaking. I said, bucket petese aipotundi. He said, keep a bucket, it is enough. So when it comes to his children's comfort, he has to give himself completely. But when it is his own discomfort, he doesn't mind it a little bit. And it is the same Rama. That is why he is called Parama Dayalu. In today's talk, I thought I'll just talk about 3 incidents connected with the 2 avatars. It was the Rama Navami of 1978. this hostel had been inaugurated, and Swami came for the speech that day. It was the 16th of April. And during the course of his discourse, Swami said that there are some secrets of Ramayana which nobody knows. I will reveal one to you. And then he said, Ravana was a very great scholar. He was not only a devotee of God, of Shiva, but he was a very great scholar, very well versed in all the 64 arts, including astrology. So Ravana knew that the child who is going to be born to Kausalya will kill him. And therefore, as a precautionary measure, he said, prevention is better than cure. So what he did was he kidnapped Kausalya, put her in a box, and floated this box on the Sarayu river. And Sumantra was actually walking along the banks of the Sarayu river, a few 100 kilometers down the river. He was walking, thinking about something serious about the administration. Suddenly he saw this box bobbing. So he got it brought to the shore, and he opened it. And there he found this lovely maiden, Kausalya. And he asked her, Amma, who are you? And so she told her background, I am the daughter of the king of Kosala. And so Sumantra took her back to the king of Kosala and handed her over to him. And the king of Kosala was so delighted, and he asked Sumantra about his background. Who are you? Which is your kingdom? And so on. And Sumantra said, the king under whom I am working is King Dasharatha. And King Dasharatha was very well known at that time for his prowess. And so Sumantra said, okay. Then he approached King Dasharatha to give Kausalya, the hand of Kausalya to King Dasharatha. And so the entire party went to the kingdom of Kosala, and the wedding took place in a grand manner. Sumantra's wedding also took place to the daughter of Gargi. And Swami said, as the party was returning, the king of Kosala called Sumantra aside and said, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You have done something very, very wonderful. First of all, you have saved the life of my daughter. The second thing is you have made her the wife of a great king. So I am indebted to you. If you yourself had been a king, I would have given her in marriage to you. But because you are a minister, and there's some protocol, I could not do that. But as a gift to you, I want to give this Kosala ring. And Swami created that ring. He created this ring and brought it around to show all of us. It was a beautiful ring, quite big. Swami put it on his thumb and rotated it and said, this is Sumantra's size. Okay. And then as he was taking it around, naturally all of us are excited. You have gone back to, or from Treta Yuga, you have got an artifact, and Swami showing it to you. So everyone's so excited. And this, hundreds of times Rama would have seen this ring on the finger of Sumantra. So everyone's very excited and started touching the ring to their eyes. And then Swami said, hey, touch this hand, he said. Touch this hand. This is the hand from which not only this ring, but all the avatars come. Touch this hand because this is the hand from which all the avatars come. So, Varistaiki Daivambu Digivachu. God comes down to our level. Doesn't mean that he is at our level. But once in a while, he parts that curtain to show us who he is. The second incident. This was the year 1998. And we had gone with Swami to Kodaikanal. One day, the topic was around, I want to take the boys to some picnic, Swami said. Some picnic spots were being discussed. And there was one IPS officer who said, Swami, there is a Berijam lake here. A wonderful lake, Swami. It is about 25 kilometers from here. A freshwater lake, very beautiful surroundings and all that. And he gave it a beautiful description. And Swami said, Pota, let's go. So we all got into the bus. Swami got into the car and we started. As we were traveling, suddenly Swami stopped the car and got into the bus. This is something that we always are very particular about. Swami should come in the bus because then he is exclusively yours, right? So Swami is sitting in the bus, and when Swami is sitting with you, he makes you forget that distinction, In fact, if you put your hand like this, Swami will say, hey, like that. So Swami was asking questions. He was telling us, ask questions. There was some security person in this bus who said, Swami, I have a question which I would like to ask. Is it okay? Swami said, Adugu, ask. And he asked a question which actually made us shudder. None of us would have dared to ask Swami a question like this. He said, Swami, in the Rama avatar, when you came with Sita. And you get the gist. In Krishna avatar, when you came with Rukmani. Now, why have you come alone in this avatar? And true to form, Swami very sweetly said, it is not understood like that. He said, see, every human being, he said, is a Ardhanarishvara. Every human being has a feminine aspect and a masculine aspect. The masculine aspect is the Atma. And the feminine aspect is the body. The body is the nature, and the Purusha is the Atma. Purusha is the Atma, and the Prakriti is the body. And Swami said, that's why in Kannada and all, if they want to ask you, how are you, they will ask, in Prakriti Angide. How is your Prakriti? How is your health? That's what they ask. And then Swami kept talking about that, and slowly, someone asked some other question, and slowly the discussion moved towards Hanuman, the all-time favorite of the Lord. Because Hanuman was such a wonderful devotee. He was always available. Whenever there was a crisis, he is available. He is the man who is available and who will efficiently do things. So the talk centered around this, and Swami said, Rama knew that it would be Hanuman who will go and meet Sita. And so when the lakhs of monkeys were going in all directions, Rama called Hanuman and gave him this ring and told him, Hanuman, when you meet Sita, you will be meeting her for the first time. She doesn't know you at all. So this is the identity card, the ID card. So show it to her, and then she will identify you as having come from me. Okay. So as Swami said this, he just looked at us and said, Adi chudalna, do you want to see that? Who will say no? So immediately Swami waved his hand and created this ring. The ring which Hanuman carried from Rama to Sita. And Swami showed it around. I happened to be sitting next to Swami. Swami said, open your palm. So I opened my palm. Swami kept the ring in that and said, close chest. So I closed. Evaruku chupinchoddu. Don't show it to anyone. Okay? And then as we were going towards that Berijam lake, it was taking more than 45 minutes, it was going on. Swami would ask me, Inka unda? Is it still there? Is it still there? And I said, yes, Swami, it is there. But I was wondering, all the time my mind was racing. I was thinking, when I give it back to Swami, it will be with all my sweat. My hands are tight like this. What do I do? So that's what I was planning. After about 45-50 minutes, Swami suddenly said, "Hey, Berijam Lake em oddu. It is too far. Let us go back." So we returned all the way back. For almost 1.5 hours, this ring was with me. And then when we came back to Kodaikanal, Sai Shruti, Swami said, "Adi chese." So then quickly I took my handkerchief, wiped it and gave it to Swami. Okay. And then Swami took it. There were some devotees who had not come with us, some Sevadal people and also Swami wanted to show it to them. And that is why he brought it back all the way. Of course, after showing it to them, Swami he blew like that and it disappeared. Okay. So the same Lord, he comes down to your level. There was also a time when Swami said, Ravana was a very great devotee. He had done tapas so much that Lord Shiva was happy with him and created and gave a necklace, a gold necklace to Ravana. And Swami created that gold necklace. It was like, the necklace was a gold, I don't know how to describe it, not a wire, but a thick wire, something like this wire. And on that were eruptions. At the middle was a pendant, okay, something like something like the Shanti Vedika, 3 bowers. And there were 3 lingams there, and Swami said, this contains 1008 lingams. And so, many times it has happened that Swami has brought back artifacts from that era to show. Because one day Swami created the brooch which Sita wore, the diamond brooch which Sita wore for the wedding. And another day, Swami said, Rama and Sita during Pattabhishekam, they were giving gifts to all the people who had come, Sugriva, Vali, Angada, Jambavan, to everyone. And Sita was feeling very bad because Rama had forgotten Hanuman. For Sita, Hanuman was the most important devotee. He was the one who had brought her out of despair. So she slowly nudged Rama and said, "You've forgotten Hanuman, you've forgotten Hanuman." Rama quietly said, "You give." Okay. And so Sita gave a pearl necklace. And suddenly what happened, Hanuman took that and he took the pearl one by one. He would bite it and he would hear and then throw it off. And this was something which was very, very disturbing for everyone. Sita had given this necklace personally, and here was Hanuman behaving like a monkey, not knowing its value. That's what everyone felt. And then Rama wanted to clarify. Rama was always so sweet. He said, "Hanuman, what are you searching for?" Then he said, "Rama, there's no Rama Nama in this. That's why I'm throwing it off. Without your name, it is worthless." And Swami said, "You want to see that necklace?" And Swami created that necklace, and in those pearls, you could see the teeth marks. And Swami said, "This is Hanuman's teeth marks." Okay. So like this, many, many times, Swami has talked about the devotees, various devotees from that era. If you see, the Ramayana is a treasure trove of devotees. It's a treasure trove of role models for mankind. So coming from Ramayana, as they say, this Ramayana, yavat stasyanti girayah saritascha mahitale tavat Ramayana kata lokeshu racharishyati. This Rama story will be narrated and re-narrated and retold as long as there are mountains and rivers on this earth. That's what was said. I remember on the stage itself, Swami said, it is not mountains and rivers. Those mountains and rivers actually mean as long as there are men and women on the surface of the earth, the story will be told and retold and retold. So it's the same Lord. It's the same Lord. He brought out this link so beautifully. I want to take you to the third story, which is a personal story which I want to narrate to you. I had finished my final year degree, and there was a summer course. After the summer course, many students from all over the country had come. Some of them had not seen Prashanthi Nilayam, so they said, Swami, we would like to see Prashanthi Nilayam. Swami said, yes, let us go. So he got buses arranged, and we were all taken to Prashanthi Nilayam. And after all those boys left, there were about 30 of us students. We were all final year students who had just completed our final year. That was the year when the Prashanthi Nilayam campus, not as Prashanthi Nilayam campus, but as Prashanthi Nilayam College started. So the old hostel, which is at the end of East Prashanthi, was about to open for them. And we were staying there. So Swami sent word. He told the warden, tell all the waiting students, to leave. Let them leave for their homes, because this place has to now get ready to receive the new entrants. Now, this category called waiting students was the greatest category on earth, because here were students who had completed their education, who would wait and wait and wait for Swami's pleasure. Swami, we want to be with you. What do you want us to do? Guide us, keep us near, and so on. And Swami would try various tests to send them home. So he told the warden, tell them that they have to take their luggage and leave. So the warden came and announced to us, by tomorrow morning, this was late in the night, tomorrow morning, you all must take your luggage and clear off from the hostel. So I just asked him, he was my senior, so I could take liberties with him. I said, hey, what did Swami exactly say? He said, Swami said, tell them to take their luggage out of the hostel. I said, okay, if we keep our luggage out of the hostel, the condition is satisfied. He said, yeah, if Swami asks me, have they taken their luggage, we can say yes, Swami. I can say yes, Swami. So we just kept our luggage outside, went and sat in the mandir, and then there were 30 of us, okay, all final year students. So I was sitting there, I wrote a long letter to Swami, trying to find out all excuses for staying back. All excuses. After writing the letter, another unbelievable opportunity which we used to have those days was, you could walk up to the interview room and open the door, and just open the knob. There will be a Sevadal person inside or somebody on duty. If Swami is there downstairs, he will come out and ask, what's the matter? Then you can give him the letter and he will give it to Swami. If Swami is upstairs, he will take the letter and take it up. So I went and gave him the letter. Swami was there down. So he gave the letter to Swami. I waited for half an hour, nothing happened. One more letter. I wrote a letter and sent it inside. Nothing happened. Third letter. One more letter, full-scape sheets. Wrote and sent it inside. Then, after some time, the door opened. Kaildas didn't come out. The Sevadal's name was Kaildas. Very revered gentleman. Swami came out. And Swami was furious. He walked up to me straight and said, Neeku pani ledante naaku pani led ankonava. If you don't have work, do you think I also don't have work? Simply writing letters and letters and letters. All of you must leave. He called the warden. Cheppinava, have you told? Cheppina and Swami. Luggage anta teeskoni povali. Take all your luggage and leave. Then there were two of us whom Swami had told us to apply to Anantapur. In fact, Swami had told, I had not got in Bengaluru University. Swami said, hey Ravi, no, Anantapur campus apply cheyi. I was aghast. There was a lot of murmur around me and everyone was smiling. And Swami looked at me and said, apply cheyi, parvaledu. And then Swami said, girls college kadura, not our college, PG center. Anantapurlo oka PG center undi, you apply there. Yes, Swami. So I had applied. And I had got this thing to write the entrance exam. So there was this boy with me, he had also applied there. And so Swami looked at both of us and said, he looked at him and said, "Nu em chestuna? What are you going to do?" He said, "Swami, I have applied to Anantapur PG center. Neek eva seat istaru?" Swami said, "Who will give you seat?" Now this boy did something, he said, "Swami, meeku veelaithe naaku oka seat ippinchandi. Swami, if it is possible for you, please get me a seat." Swami said, "Is there anything impossible for me? But why should I get you a seat? Neek nammakam kuda lede, you don't even have faith I can get you a seat." And then he looked at me. "No," he said. I realized at such times, silence is golden. Kept quiet. Because unnecessary entertainment for everybody around. So I kept quiet. And then both of us did namaskar, caught Swami's feet and cried. Swami said, "Hey, get up, get up. Andaru bhaktalanta choostunnaru. Devotees are all saying." I am thinking, that is your problem, not mine. And then the bhajan started. Bhajan was at 11 o'clock those days. Bhajan started. And so Swami quickly went inside and sat on the throne. Now the place where I was sitting, it was a very beautiful place. Today the Sannidhi is there. From there, you could see Swami sitting on the throne. One side was the wall, the other side was the pillar. So only Swami is seen, and Swami can see you directly. And as I was sitting there, someone started this bhajan. "Hey Parama Dayalu Sairam." I broke into tears. I said, "Swami, you are not just compassionate. You are Parama Dayalu, don't forget. You are Parama Dayalu, you are the supremely compassionate one. If you chase us away, where will we go? We have no one else. You are our only refuge." And this is the beauty of Swami. My eyes were filled with tears. When I looked up, I saw Swami taking handkerchief from his chair and wiping his tears. Okay, so this entire song went. I just broke down. After the bhajan, Aarathi was there. Swami stuck to the wall and went inside because he didn't even want us to come forward and ask. So he stuck to the wall and went inside the interview room. Okay, now in those days, the dining hall was there. Inside the interview, you had to pass the interview room and go inside. And one thing which used to happen is, after bhajan, devotees will come in a line and come inside bhajan hall, have darshan and go out. There were no gates at East Prashanti or in the front, just a wall and an entrance like this. It was just open. One sevadal there, one sevadal there. They came with that line and took everyone. We used to wait because sometimes Swami comes after lunch or dinner. He would come and peep out. He would come out. He finds five or six people, he will come and talk again. So one more opportunity. So we are waiting. All the devotees came, had darshan, went off. The Sevadal people, one person here, one person far away. Nobody was there, only 30 of us on the portico. The door opens. And Swami comes out and he said, Pondi. All of you have to leave. Leave. Now when Swami said this 2-3 times, some boy said, "Swami, prasadam ivandi Swami. Give vibhuti prasadam." Swami was very happy. He went inside, brought the basket and started distributing vibhuti. In those days, when Swami gives vibhuti, It is a sign that you can leave. It is permission to leave. So Swami started distributing it. As he was distributing, he was also telling us, go outside, okay? Practice Swami's ideals, make your parents happy, okay? And keep coming again and again to Swami to recharge your batteries. All that he was telling. I was standing near the door of the bhajan hall, facing north. I was standing like this. Swami was giving from that basket to everyone. He came to me, my hand was like this. He said, Chai Pattu, he said, open your hands. I said, I'm not going anywhere, Swami. I'm not going anywhere. Open your hands. He said, no, Swami, I'm not going anywhere. Swami is giving prasadam. You must take it. Yes, Swami, but I'm not going anywhere. Then Swami said, first you listen to me, then I listen to you. Negotiations afterwards. First listen to me. Open your hands. So I hesitatingly opened my hand. Swami kept the vibhuti packet and he said, now I have given you prasadam, you have to leave. So what I did, I caught that basket, put it back and said, I have not taken prasadam. I am not leaving. And you know what happened? Swami just turned, went inside the interview room and slammed the door. And a shudder went down my spine. Among the conditions that Valmiki says, he says this person whom I'm asking about should be such that even the gods are afraid of him. If you jataroshasya samyuge, if you provoke him, then the gods also bibhyati, they are also scared. That was the same God I was trying to negotiate with. And he just slammed the door. And some boys came to me and said, hey, Ravikumar, why did you do this? Yeah, you should not have done. In my mind, the only thought was, Swami, I have no option B. You are the only one I want. I will not accept anything else. There's no question of my going back. After all, what you will do, Swami? All this, I'm able to tell you now, but at the time, full of tears, I'm thinking, Swami, after all, what will happen? You will say, send this fellow out. I will stand near that gate. Instead of this interview door gate, I will stand there and continue to wait for you. And then you have no option, Swami. Just as I have no option, you also have no option. And then you know what happened? All the boys left. I continued to stand there, tears, saying, Swami, sorry, Swami, I should not have hurt you. But there was no option. Really, Lord, I have no option other than you. And then what happens? The door opens. Swami says, you stay, no undu. And he closes the door. And that is how I continued to stay from that day. This happened 45 years later. But just think of this. What was it that I was demanding from the Lord? Samipyam. I was demanding proximity to the Lord. But that proximity is given in the earlier avatar to whom? I had neither the self-surrender of Lakshmana, nor the sacrifice of Bharata, nor the silent suffering stature of Sita, nor the sagacity of Janaka, not the sanctity of Ahalya. I did not have the simplicity of Guha. I did not have the surrender and the service-mindedness of Hanuman, the single-pointed devotion of Shabari. I did not have the sincerity of Jatayu. I did not have the sensibility of Vibhishana. And I did not have the spontaneity of the squirrel. You remember one squirrel? It rolled in the sand and went and dipped itself in the sea, thinking that it's doing some Ramakaryam. That spontaneous gesture which earned for the squirrel those 3 marks, I did not have that spontaneity. Neither did I have the seniority of Jambavan, but I was demanding the same Samipyam of the Lord. What is the confidence that made me demand that? I knew that He is Parama Dayalu. He does not consider your suitability for His mission. He does not consider whether you're suitable for His mission. He only considers your sincerity to want to stay with Him. And that is the Lord with whom we all live. That is the Sai with whom we live. We will end this session with a bhajan, the same bhajan which I heard that day and which brought tears to my eyes. He Parama Dayalu Sairam. Dayalu Sairam. Parama Dayalu Sairam. Bhagavan. दशरथ नंदन त्रेतायुग में दशरथ नंदन त्रेतायुग में दशरथ नंदन त्रेतायुग में दशरथ नंदन द्वापर युग में मुरली मोहन Sairam.
Thank you, sir. I don't think I need to even summarize his talk because he has spoken so beautifully and so touched our hearts. The next program today we have is a devotional music offering by a group of highly talented musicians. Let me introduce them with Vidwan Phaniraj Shivashankar. He is a well-known Carnatic vocal artist, and more than that, he is an alumni of Sri Sathya Sai College of Mirpuri in Prashanthanilayam. I think that is the best introduction that anybody can have, because when I went through his profile, it was so big, I don't know what to choose, what to introduce, how to introduce. And the best way I chosen was, he is a student of our beloved Bhagwan. And we have Lakshmi Narayanan Ji, who is popularly called as Shivu on the Mridangam, and Shivu also can play Morsing. And he has played under eminent Carnatic musicians like Dr. N. Ramani, S. Shankar, and T.V. Gopalakrishna, to name a few. And he also have too many awards and too many performances he has done across the globe. And we have brother Sachin, one more alumni of Bhagwan, our institutes, on the Ghatam today. And for Sachin, this hall is not a new thing, because in several occasions he has accompanied several musicians in this very much hall. And last but not the least, we have brother Ashwin Subramanian on the keyboard. Let me say a few words again on behalf of Ashwin. He started his music journey at the age of 5. And he worked with composers like L. Vaidyanathan, Dr. Mr. Dina, and of course, very well famous musician called A.R. Rahman. So that tells the complete story of what musicians that we have on the stage today. Let me not take a single minute from them, and let me fill our hearts with Rama Navami today. Jai Sairam.
Sairam, brothers and sisters. Sairam to all. It's a pleasure, and we thank Swami from our bottom of our heart for giving us a wonderful opportunity to do a Sangeet Seva here. It's always special for us to sing in our own home. What else I can say? It's a home for us. So I'll start the Sangeet Seva with our Swami's favorite Kriti, Brova Parama. Then today all Swami's favorite compositions we are going to sing. So first, Brova Parama is a popular composition of Tyagaraja. We will sing few Rama compositions, and in between one composition on Devi also. Brova Parama, Brova Parama, Raghurama, Brova Parama, Raghurama, Brova Parama, Raghurama.
మా భువనమెల్లని భువనమెల్లని వైనన్నోగని భువనమెల్లని వైనన్నోగని భువనమెల్లని వైనన్నోగని బ్రోవ పరమ రఘురామా భువనమెల్లని వైనన్నోగని బ్రోవ పరమ రఘురామా శ్రీవాసుదేవా శ్రీవాసుదేవ అండకోట్ల శ్రీవాసుదేవ అండకోట్ల శ్రీవాసుదేవ అండకోట్ల శ్రీవాసుదేవ అండకోట్ల కుక్షినియుంచుకోలేక నన్ను కుక్షినియుంచుకోలేక నన్ను బ్రోవ పరమ రఘురామా భువనమెల్లని వైనన్నోగని బ్రోవ పరమ రఘురామా కలశాంబుదితో కలశాంబుదిలో దయతో నమరుల కలశాంబుదిలో దయతో నమరుల కయ్యడిగా కలశాంబుదిలో దయతో నమరుల కయ్యడిగా గోపికన కై గోపికన కై కొండలే తలేక గోపికన కై కొండలే తలేక గోపికన కై కొండలే తలేక గోపికన కై కొండలే తలేక కరుణాకర శ్రీ త్యాగర జనుత కరుణాకర శ్రీ త్యాగర జనుత భువ పరమ రఘురామా భువనమెల్లని వైనన్నోగని బ్రోవ పరమ బ్రోవ పరమ బ్రోవ పరమ రఘురామా
Next composition, Ramanannu Brovara, a favorite composition of Swami.
Ramanannu Brovara, Ramanannu Brovara, Ramanannu Brovara, Ramanannu Brovara, Ramanannu Brovara, Premato Lokabhiramanannu Brovara, Premato Lokabhiramanannu Brovara. చీమలో బ్రహ్మలో చీమలో బ్రహ్మలో చీమలో బ్రహ్మలో శివకేశవాదులలో చీమలో బ్రహ్మలో శివకేశవాదులలో ప్రేమ మీర వెలుగుచుండే ప్రేమ మీర వెలుగుచుండే ప్రేమ మీర వెలుగుచుండే ప్రేమ మీర వెలుగుచుండే తిరుదు వహించిన సీత ప్రేమ మీర వెలుగుచుండే తిరుదు వహించిన సీత రామానన్ను బ్రోవరా ప్రేమ తోలో కవి రామ నన్ను బ్రోవరా మెప్పులకై కన్నతావు నాపు బళగ వీరవేగి మెప్పులకై కన్నతావు నాపు బళగ వీరవేగి తప్పు పనులు లేకయుండే 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 త్యాగరాజ వినూత సీత తప్పు పనులు లేకయుండే త్యాగరాజ వినూత సీత రామానన్ను బ్రోవరా ప్రేమ తోలో కవి రామ నన్ను బ్రోవరా
So next we'll sing one bhajan, Sri Ramachandra Jaya Ramachandra, and Ragam Charukeshi. You all can repeat after me. Sri Ramachandra Jaya Ramachandra, Sri Ramachandra Sri Ramachandra Jaya Ramachandra Sri Rama Raghuveera Ranadheera Raghukula Rama Raghuveera Ranadheera Raghukula Rama Ramachandra Jaya Ramachandra Sri Ramachandra Dasharatha Nandana Daya Virama Dasharatha Nandana Daya Virama దానవ భంజన కోదండ రామ దానవ భంజన కోదండ రామ దానవ భంజన కోదండ రామ
దానవ భంజన కోదండ రామ
కళ్యాణ రామ కమనీయ రామ
కమనీయ రామ
రఘువీర रणधीर रघुकुल राम
रघुवीर रणधीर रघुकुल राम
श्रीरामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र
रामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र
रघुवीर रणधीर रघुकुल राम श्रीरामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र
रामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र
दशरथ नन्दन दया विराम
दशरथ नन्दन दया विराम
दानव भञ्जन कोदण्ड राम
दानव भञ्जन कोदण्ड राम
कल्याण राम कमनीय राम
कल्याण राम कमनीय राम
रघुवीर रणधीर रघुकुल राम
रघुवीर रणधीर रघुकुल राम
रघुवीर रणधीर रघुकुल राम रघुवीर
वीर रणधीर रघुकुल राम
श्रीरामचन्द्र जय रामचन्द्र ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೃತಿ ದೇವಿನಿಯೇ ತುಣೆ ಒಂದು ಕೃತಿ ಆನ್ ದೇವಿ ದೇವಿ தேவி நீயே துணை தேவி நீயே துணை தென்மதுரை வாழ் மீனலோச்சனி 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 தேவி தேவாதி தேவன் தேவாதி தேவன் சுந்தரேஷன் தேவாதி தேவன் சுந்தரேஷன் தேவாதி தேவன் சுந்தரேஷன் சித்தம் கவர் புவன சுந்தரி அம்பா தேவாதி தேவன் சுந்தரேஷன் சித்தம் கவர் புவன சுந்தரி அம்ப தேவி நீயே துணை தென்மதுரை வாழ் மீனலோச்சனி தேவி மலயத்வஜன் மாதவமே காஞ்சன மாலை புதல்வி மகாராணி மலயத்வஜன் மாதவமே காஞ்சன மாலை புதல்வி மகாராணி அலைமகள் கலைமகள் அலைமகள் கலைமகள் பணிகீர்வாணி அலைமகள் கலைமகள் பணிகீர்வாணி அலைமகள் கலைமகள் பணிகீர்வாணி அலைமகள் கலைமகள் பணிகீர்வாணி அமுதனையை நியமூர்த்தமிழ் வளர்த்தாய முதனையை நீயமோ தமிழ் வளர்த்தாய முதனையை நீயமோ தமிழ் வளர்த்தாய் தேவி நீயே துணை தென் மதுரை வாழ் மீனலோச்சனி தேவி
Next favorite song of Swami, Jagadodharana, I would like to sing.
ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಸುಗುಣಾಂತ ರಂಗನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಶೋದೆ ಜಗದೋದ್ಧಾರನ मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, रामा राघवा राजीवलोचना, रामा रामा राघवा राजीवलोचना, रामा मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, मैथिलीपते दीनावना हे करुणामया, दीनावना हे करुणा, दीनावना हे करुणामय, दीनावना हे कमला नयन कौसल्यतनय, कमला कमला नयन कौसल्यतनय, कमला मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, रामा राघवा राजीवलोचना, रामा रामा राघवा राजीवलोचना, मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, मैथिलीपते दीनावना हे करुणामय, कमला नयन कौसल्यतनय, कमला नयन कमला नयन कौसल्यतनय, कमला मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना, मैथिलीपते रघुनंदना.
Thank you all. Sairam.
వేదమే దివి నుండి భూమికి దిగి వచ్చినటువంటి రామాయణం.
Ramayana is the epic which is nothing but Veda descended to the earth.
వేదమునకు ఋగ్వేదం, యజుర్వేదం, సామవేదం, అధర్వణ వేదం అని 4 పేర్లు ఉన్నవి.
There are 4 names for the Vedas: Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvana Veda.
ఋగ్వేదము యజ్ఞయాగాది క్రతువులకు తోడ్పడినటువంటిది, పోషించినటువంటిది, కాపాడునటువంటిది.
Rigveda nourishes and protects the yagas and yajnas, the sacrificial rites.
అది ప్రాప్తమైనటువంటి రామాయణం నందు ఋగ్వేదమే రాములు.
In the epic of Ramayana, Rama himself is the Rigveda.
ఈ మంత్రములను పోషించి, మంత్రములను రక్షించి, మంత్రములను ఉచ్చరించేటువంటి యొక్క వ్యక్తి లక్ష్మణుడు యజుర్వేదము.
Lakshmana, who chanted the mantras of the Vedas, is none but the Yajurveda.
రాములు అరణ్యములో ఉండినప్పుడు అయోధ్యను వదిలి నందిగ్రామంలో చేరి భరతుడు 24 గంటలు కూడాను రామనామాన్ని స్మరిస్తూ వచ్చాడు. ఈ స్మరణే సామవేదం యొక్క స్వరూపము.
Bharata, when Rama went away to the forest for 14 years, he lived in the village of Nandigrama near Ayodhya, and all the 24 hours he was chanting the name of Rama. He is Samaveda.
ఋగ్వేద యజుర్వేద సామవేదములను సంరక్షించే నిమిత్తమై ఆజ్ఞను పురస్కరించుకొని ఆనందముతో వీటిని కాపాడే నిమిత్తమై తయారైనటువంటి యొక్క శత్రుఘ్నుడు తన యొక్క శత్రుఘ్నుడు నిజమైనటువంటి యొక్క అంధశ్రద్ధుడు.
Shatrughna, who with great bliss and joy obeyed the command, and it was his vow to protect the three brothers in the form of Rigveda, Yajurveda and Samaveda, is the Atharvana Veda.
ఈ అధర్వణ వేద కేవలము దుర్మార్గములను, దుష్టులను, దురాచారములను, దుస్సంగములను దూరం చేసి సదాచారములను, సత్ప్రవర్తనలు, సద్గుణములను పోషించేటువంటిదే అధర్వణ వేద యొక్క సారము.
The essence of Atharvana Veda is to destroy the wicked failings, the wicked behavior and wicked people, and therein establish good thoughts, good deeds and good things.
శత్రువులను సంహరించి మిత్రులను, పవిత్రమైనటువంటి వ్యక్తులను పోషించుకునే నిమిత్తమై జన్మించినటువంటి వాడు శత్రుఘ్నుడు, అనగా శత్రువులను ధ్వంసం చేయువాడు శత్రుఘ్నుడు.
Shatrughna was born to destroy the wicked enemies and protect his masters and friends.
ఇట్టి రామాయణమే వేదము, వేదమే రామాయణమని రెండింటి యొక్క సంబంధ బాంధవ్యములను నిరూపించినటువంటిదే మానవత్వము.
In fact, humanity or humanness is the direct demonstration of the intimate relation that exists between Veda and Ramayana.
వేదం వేరు కాదు, రామాయణం వేరు కాదు.
Veda is not different from Ramayana.
కేవలం దశరథ కుమారుని యొక్క పుత్రులు వీరందరూ కూడాను రామాయణం యొక్క పితృలు. కానీ ఇంత మాత్రంతోనే మనము తృప్తి పడకూడదు.
The four brothers who are the sons of Dasharatha are the heroes of Ramayana, but just knowing about them is not enough.
ఎవరు దశరథుడు?
Who is Dasharatha?
దశేంద్రియముల యొక్క రథమే దశరథము, అనగా మన దేహమునందు 5 కర్మేంద్రియములు, 5 జ్ఞానేంద్రియములు రెండును చేరి దశేంద్రియములుగా ఏర్పడినటువంటిది.
Who is Dasharatha? One who is the chariot with 10 wheels. It is nothing but the human body which has 5 cognitive senses and 5 conative senses.
కనుక ఈ దశేంద్రియముల రథమైనటువంటి యొక్క దేహము నుండి ఆవిర్భవించినటువంటి వారే రామలక్ష్మణ భరత శత్రుఘ్నులు.
Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna emerged out of this human body which has these 10 senses.
కేవలం దశరథునికి కూడాను పుత్రులు కారు వారు.
In fact, they were not the sons of Dasharatha.
కౌసల్య పుత్రులు కారు వారు.
They were not the sons of Kausalya.
కేవలము అగ్ని నుండి ఆవిర్భవించినటువంటి యొక్క చైతన్య స్వరూపులు.
They were the very embodiment of consciousness which emerged out of fire.
కనుక వీరి పుత్రులు వారి పుత్రులు అని మనం విభజించుటకు ఏమాత్రము అవకాశం లేదు.
There is no scope for us to think they were the children of this earth.
ఇట్టి పుత్రులైనటువంటి రామలక్ష్మణ భరత శత్రుఘ్నులు జగత్తునకు ఆదర్శవంతమైనటువంటి వారు.
These four brothers, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna, were ideal brothers who set great ideals to
ప్రతి
the whole world.
కుటుంబమునకు, ప్రతి సోదరులకు, ప్రతి తల్లిదండ్రులకు, ప్రతి అక్క చెల్లెళ్లకు, అన్నతమ్ములకు ఆదర్శాన్ని అందించి ఆనందాన్ని చేకూర్చినటువంటి వారు రామలక్ష్మణ భరత శత్రుఘ్నులు.
Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna, they set great ideals for every family, for all brothers and sisters and the whole world, and delight the whole world.
ఇలాంటి పరిస్థితి లోపల రామాయణము ప్రతి కుటుంబానికి కూడాను చాలా ఆదర్శవంతమైనటువంటిది.
In such a situation, Ramayana sets ideals for every family.
అన్న తమ్ముడు ఏ విధంగా నడచాలి,
How should brothers conduct
అక్క
themselves?
చెల్లెలు ఏ విధంగా మెలగాలి,
How should sisters conduct themselves?
తోడుకోడలు ఎట్లా అన్యోన్యంగా ఉండాలి
How should the daughters-in-law of a family
అని
conduct
ఇలాంటి
themselves?
ప్రతి వ్యక్తి యొక్క ఆదర్శాన్ని వాళ్ళు రామాయణంలో నిరూపిస్తూ వచ్చారు.
In Ramayana, you find the demonstration of such great individual ideals.
కనుక రామాయణం అనగా వాళ్ళ ఆదర్శాన్ని మనం అందుకోవాల్సిందే కానీ
From Ramayana, you have to accept the great ideals.
వారి యొక్క చరిత్రను మనం చదువుకొని తృప్తి పట్టడం మాత్రం కాదు.
Just being satisfied with the story is not enough.
ఇటువంటి రామాయణము జగత్తునికి ఆనందమును అందించేటువంటిది.
Ramayana delights the whole world.
దీనికి ఒక కాలము, ఒక కర్మ, ఒక కారణము, ఒక కర్తవ్యము ఏమాత్రము కనిపించదు.
There is no limitation of space, time or causation.
కుల మతములకు అంత మాత్రం కూడా స్థానం లేదు.
They transcend all religions and castes.
ఏ దేశం వారైనా,
Whichever of
ఏ
nation,
కాలం వారైనా,
whichever time,
ఏ పరిస్థితులు ఎందున్నా
in whatever
అందరూ
situation.
ఐకమత్యం అనేటువంటిది ఉన్నప్పుడే అన్ని విధాల సార్థకమవుతుంది.
And when they achieve the ideal of unity, their life will be
ఈ
sanctified.
విధంగా రామాయణం అనేటువంటిది సర్వధర్మ పరిత్యాగం చేసినటువంటి యొక్క వీళ్ళకు కూడాను ఇటువంటి ధర్మాన్ని ప్రబోధిస్తూ వచ్చింది.
And Ramayana could teach the principles of dharma to everyone.
ప్రతి మానవునికి తన యొక్క కర్తవ్యాన్ని నిర్వర్తించవలసిన మార్గాన్ని ప్రబోధిస్తూ వచ్చింది.
Ramayana teaches the path of duty for every individual.
కనుకనే మహాభారత యుద్ధం ఎంతో పూర్వం జరిగినటువంటిది.
The battle of Mahabharata took place,
దానికంటే ఇంకా ఎంతో ముందుగా జరిగినటువంటిది ఈ రామాయణము.
and this Ramayana took place much before Mahabharata.
ఇంత సనాతనమైనటువంటి రామాయణ తత్వాన్ని నేటికి కూడాను ఒక విధమైనటువంటి ఆనందంగా దీన్ని ఉచ్చరిస్తున్నామంటే, పూజిస్తున్నామంటే, గౌరవిస్తున్నామంటే ఎంత గొప్పతనం దీంట్లో నిండి ఉంది.
Such greatness is of Ramayana that even today we think of the characters of Ramayana who were there many years
రామాయణం
before.
మించినటువంటి నీతి మరెక్కడ కూడా కని రాదు.
There is no morality higher than what is depicted in Ramayana.
రామాయణమే ప్రధానమైనటువంటి యొక్క మన పారాయణము.
Ramayana should be the subject of our study.
రామాయణం యొక్క తత్వాన్ని మనం హృదయం నందు స్థాపించుకొని
We have to install the principle of Ramayana in our
జీవితానికి
heart,
ఆనందాన్ని అందిస్తూ రావాలి.
and we should find happiness and bliss in life.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
Embodiments of divine
అందరూ
love.
కూడా రామాయణ తత్వంలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఒక నీతిని ప్రతి చిన్నదాన్ని కూడా పాటిస్తూ రావాలి.
We have to practice and learn the simplest principle of
దాన్ని
Ramayana.
అనుసరిస్తూ రావాలి.
We have to follow that,
దాన్ని అనుగుణంగా చేయాలి.
and we have to practice it.
ఈ విధమైనటువంటి రామాయణ తత్వాన్ని మనము ప్రబోధించుకునే నిమిత్తమే ఈ రామ జన్మదినం అనే వచ్చున్నది.
And on this day of Rama Navami, we think of the characters
కేవలం
of
జన్మదినం
Ramayana.
అనుకొని పండుగలు, పాటవాళ్ళు, పర్వాలు చేసుకొని పాయసాలు చేసుకుని తినటం కోసం కాదు.
It is not celebrating the festivals, eating sweets.
వాల్మీకి చెప్పాడు, రామాయణం ఎక్కడి వరకు ఉంటుంది అంటే స్త్రీ పురుషులు జీవించినంత వరకు ఉంటుంది అన్నాడు.
Valmiki said Ramayana will be there as long as women and men are there in the world.
అరణ్యములు, నదులు జీవించేంత వరకు ఉంటుంది అన్నాడు.
As long as there are mountains and rivers in the world, there is Ramayana.
అరణ్యములకు, నదులకు దీనికి సంబంధం ఏమిటి అని కొంతమంది ప్రశ్నిస్తారు.
What is the relation between the mountains and the forests and
అరణ్యములనగా
Ramayana?
పురుషులు,
Mountains means men,
నదులనగా స్త్రీలు.
rivers are the women.
స్త్రీ నదులు జీవించినంత వరకు కూడాను రామాయణం యొక్క కీర్తి స్థాపించి ఉంటుంటాయి.
As long as men and women are there in the world, the story of Ramayana will be there.
కనుక నదుల వంటి వారు స్త్రీలు.
Rivers are the women.
తన దాహమును సర్వులకు అందించి
They will satisfy the
తాము
thirst.
ప్రవాహమును పూనుకొని
They quench the thirst of others and
అన్ని
flow.
విధాలు కూడా పరోపకారం చేస్తూ వస్తుంటారు.
They keep helping others.
కనుక స్త్రీ పురుషుల యొక్క జీవితంలో ఉండినంత వరకును రామాయణం ఏమాత్రం కూడాను మారదు.
As long as men and women are there in the world, Ramayana will not be lost.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
Embodiments of divine love.
ఈనాటి రామచరిత్ర ఏనాటి యొక్క రామచరిత్ర కాదు.
The story of Rama is not ordinary,
అప్పటికప్పటికి లభించేటువంటి యొక్క నూతన చరిత్రనే.
and it is ever new story which is ever new.
ఇది నిరంతరము కళ్యాణకరమైనటువంటి చరిత్రనే.
All the time it gives great joy.
కనుక ఈ కళ్యాణకరమైనటువంటి చరిత్రను మనసునందు స్మరించుకుంటూ ఎవ్వరికి ఒకరికొకరి భేదం లేకుండా, ద్వేషం లేకుండా అన్యోన్యంగా జీవించడానికి ప్రయత్నించాలని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను.
And let us contemplate on the story of Ramayana, live without any differences, with great amity and love.
కనుక నేను నిరంతరము రామచింతన చేస్తుంటే సర్వులకు తగినటువంటి యొక్క ఆనందం లభిస్తుంది.
If we think of Rama all the time, we get great joy and delight.
ఈ విధమైనటువంటి చరిత్రలు నిరంతరం కూడా మనము మనసునందు ఉంచుకోవాలి.
We should install the stories of Ramayana in our hearts.
రామ కోదండ రామ, రామ పట్టాభి రామ, రామ కళ్యాణ రామ, రాఘవ రామ కోదండ రామా నేను నీవాడు రామా నాతో
ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका దైవము మరియంతయు నీవే స్వామి మరియంతయు నీవే నాద బ్రహ్మ జగన్నాథ నాద బ్రహ్మ జగన్నాథ నాగరాజన ఓం జయ జగదీశ హరే ఓంकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल हारति अंदुको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण सत्य नारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्ता न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका